out. That one's gone. That one's now up here at the point of control. We got one there still, and we got one here. So those are the levels that I'm really watching now. And then another one up top there. Let me see if I can copy that one. Copy paste. Okay. Nice Lunar beaches. Nice. So yeah, I just found it interesting that this is, these fibs are way back from way back. And look at some of the plays that are playing out on these levels. That was almost dead on to the 618. We came up, had this whole area of resistance and support on the 382, and then resistance again. And now look what we just did. We broke above it. Now we're pulling right back to it. So these fib levels from the low to high, I think a lot of traders have these on their charts right now. A lot. Oh, we got more people. JR. What's up, JR? Welcome.
However, we.
JR, you got to mute yourself.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Just enjoying a day off.
Nice, very nice. You on your phone or your computer?
My phone.
Get this guy a computer. Never uses it. It's a dust collector on the table.
What was that?
I said we got this guy a computer and he never uses it. It's just collecting dust on the table somewhere.
No, I leave it on. I watch the charts on. I just use my phone because I'm on the go.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. I've traded on my phone forever. So, OC promised username drinks. OC, did you promise username drinks if he came to visit today?
I don't know what he's talking about, but
you're underwater.
For some reason. Yeah, I can everyone twice.
Oh, that's my bad. Sorry. There you go. I fixed that.
Let me reveal my audio to you. And...
That was me. I apologized.
All right, so I'm still underwater.
You're still underwater, bro.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Nonetheless, I did not promise him to drinks. I did say that we're gonna be having drinks tomorrow night for the end show. But other than that, I don't know. But I'm open for anything or any requests.
Oh, she's like, I'm down to drink whenever, bro. Yeah, so I think right now, guys, the markets are just really bland. There's a few movers going on right now. You got XRP is moving and Solana. Someone said earlier that Solana has got an ETF thing going on right now. Alexo, anyone tracking that?
Yeah, apparently the spot ETF got approved.
Yep.
Exactly. Also, as well, the tokenized stocks on Solana.
Yep, Solana ETF.
On Radium. We've got tokenized stocks. A few of
Rex
the
shares. Yeah, Rex Shares is launching the first ever staked crypto ETF. So that will track the price of Solana, providing staking yields to holders and trading set to begin on Wednesday. So yeah, interesting. Big wick up here, big wick energy coming in on it. But we are stuck beneath this value area high hard. I mean, you can see, look at the candles. Jesse, how you doing, brother? All great. Cool. I don't know. What do you think, OC? Are we going to see a buy the rumor, sell the news on Solana?
Oh, it's hard to say, but I do think so. I believe that I marked an area. Let me pull up Solana. Yeah, I did. And here it is.
Here,
I was looking at.
Share screen.
Yeah, perfect. So let's go here. share the screen, and we should be up and running. Perfect. So areas of bouncing zones, I would say that we could be getting all the way to 168, 166. In fact, this line is horribly set up. Let me just make it much better. There we go. And we also have a premium zone, a resistance area right there, another bouncing area at the top. So a liquidity, sorry, an order block also at the top there. So I believe that is very, very possible that we see that run up and then that reversal back to at least dynamic reactor, but I think it's going to be a little bit deeper. And that is because we also have another, I believe, order block right down there. Don't quite remember. Yeah, money flow, POC, support. So we're gathering a lot of things right down here around this zone. So in fact, I was looking to short Solana today, 2 hours or 1 hour ago. And if I would have opened that short, I would have been right now on positive. Not by much, but still, I did not open that short because I do see money flow keep punching up or going up. So far, I do still think that we're going to be seeing buy the rumor, sell the news. But they might take just a little bit longer. And it's surprising me that it actually doesn't have the explosive movement that I would be expecting out of Solana.
Solana's, we are in a range, kind of from my stuff that I was kind of been using for a while, volume profile. So 122, 140 to 143, and then 166 are kind of the key levels. Over and above that, higher, you got 180. And basically, it just rejected some POCs and a few other Fibonacci, or kind of Fibonacci confluence, where it just rejected 150 something. Yeah, sorry, I'd share a chart, but it's a bit of cacophony. But just kind of off the top of my head, I know that we've rejected. We literally just rejected a lower half fib.
You can't use words like cacophony, man. Us Americans don't have a vocabulary that big.
My chart isn't. I'll try and share it. My chart is an ode to see the spaghetti. Is it showing my chart?
That's okay. Yep, it's
yeah.
See it.
So basically, we just ran into these. So the Fibonacci pull is kind of a bit more subjective. So it's from this high here. You could pull it up and then it'll be take it to the top, and it's basically a 0.5 rejection. But either way, it's hit a fib level, and probably come into it's come into an order block here anyway. This is what's on the daily.
Rejected hard on it.
There's the red block
hard for the past 12 hours on its value area high.
And then I don't know what else it's doing. Yeah, it's kind of made equal highs here now, so it looks as if it's going to go up. I know people are equal. It's the same if it's a double bottom. Double bottom has got more likelihood to go up. Double top has got more likely to go down. But just kind of from what I'm seeing, I'm thinking it goes higher. It'll run to Wednesday for sure. Kind of. I'm 95%. 95% sure of that. There's not much else really I was looking at. Obviously, I look at Fartcoin every day, the degen play, and then not much else. Sui front ran I was looking at Sui, like 272, and the bugger front ran. Not on camera. Sorry, was wrong buttons here. So Sui. I don't know. Is it showing my screen or is it just being funny?
We got
again?
spinning wheels.
Spinning wheels now. Anyways. So it literally front ran a level we were looking at Sui was another one I was looking at. XRP kind of, I just thought it would go sideways. I didn't expect it to start running as well.
Yeah, totally weird about that one.
Apparently, it's
It
ETF
was.
news as well, or something as well.
Something, that's for damn sure. What else am I watching here? Matic was another one took off today. Like, did you guys look at Matic today? Nope. Yeah, I don't hardly ever look at it. I was just scrolling through earlier and I went, what is going on here with Matic? Let me pull it up here. There you go. Yeah, Matic came in. This is a 4-hour. Came in, hit its daily top. That became resistance for it. That's that purple line there running across at 18.49. 0.1849, I mean. Came down, touched the bottom gold band of the predictive ranges, and then just took straight up to the dynamic reaction like a magnet. So, hi, Melissa. Chop, chop. No worries. How you doing? Good. So yeah, Matic had one of those weird runs today too. What else? What else had weird, strange runs today? Reddit stock. Reddit stock had a good run up after being way down from its high. Look at these crazy gaps, man. Oh Lord. Yeah, there's some big gaps all the way down to like 118.
Did
Actually,
you
there's
see Robinhood as well? I don't know if you.
Oh,
What
yeah.
did you do?
Robinhood
ran
got
as well.
approved. Yeah, Robinhood got approved on the Europe Union, isn't it?
Yeah, Europe. They tokenized stocks on our end as well. So I think they've done like 4%.
holy crap. Yeah.
They did a big move.
12.77 on the daily. Look at that.
Yeah, it was about 4% pre-market, or kind of literally it was 4% as it opened. So yeah, didn't really gap up that much.
Look at that, OC. Look, breaks it, runs straight for the blue line.
Oh, I love it. Nice.
What are those? Are those predictive ranges on Chart Prime?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're pretty clean, man. But OC talks about all the time when you break the purple frame, either upside or downside, and it breaks into a new set of predictive ranges because these printed all the way back here on the first candle, right? So it almost always makes a run for that delta median, that 50% line of the momentum there in price action. So, and it does a lot of times. It will make a run straight for that thing if it comes in way above it or below it. Quite a bit. Yeah, that's a massive candle today, man. What's wrong with ETH? It's up 3.04%. ETH ran. What's wrong with it? It's broken. What's happened? It worked. What? Something's wrong with that. Oh, see, weren't you talking about Ethereum earlier today?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, here, let me drop my my screen and you can bring that up, and I'll invite DB Cooper up here if he wants to come up and speak.
Absolutely. So taking a look at the Ethereum today, There's a couple of things happening, and let me turn on my oscillator. There it is. So I was looking at a possible reversal here, and I was looking for or expecting to maybe have a higher high like it happening here, having that double top. So this being the first top and this one being the second top with a slight movement to the upside. And then look at that, on the second top, we usually had a run up, right? So I was not expecting such a big movement, but yes, I was expecting maybe a fake out or something as plan B. Nonetheless, everything was pointing majorly or for the most part to the downside. And that is because we had a bearish divergence. We also have a reversal in an overbought zone. But seems like right now we're just making a goose hit. So plan B might be playing out as we speak. Again, I don't expect a huge run up. I do expect somewhere like 2,665 area. In fact, I'm gonna be, adding that alert slightly below because I might try to catch the short from there. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing in Ethereum. Another thing that I was looking. Oh, I dropped my screen share. Let me just bring it up. There you go. I was looking at crypto bubbles. And for crypto bubbles, I was expecting to see some green or things turning in green, right? We've seen XRP turning green, Cake, Pyth, but something that was already green was Hype. So I was looking both at an arrow and a Hype. Let's take a look at Hype right now. So, sorry, fat fingers. There we go. Hype on KuCoin. We've been following on that. So let me just clear this up. It actually played out. This one played out very nicely. Let me clear this up. So we are on a short signal in here. Nonetheless, we're making a up or moving to the upside in a wedge. Usually that wedge tends to break to a downside, but so far, other than these highs, we haven't broke anything major right now. So that's why we're still bearish, because talking about previous highs, we haven't broken any major highs, right? From the way down, again, we have just put out a higher high and a higher low, but technically we haven't taken any previous highs. That's why we are on right. So what I'm expecting here is having this movement like this, in visiting the zero line for a fake out to the downside. So most people that do not have the dynamic director might be looking into this continuation pattern, but I actually think that we are going to be making another higher low like this. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Hype. So despite it keeps going high, right, and higher ups, I believe that we might be cutting a little bit of a retracement for a further continuation. I don't think that this is going to be a new all-time high or anything like that. I just think that this is just to create the same range where we are, right, and do something like this. So maybe this movement all the way to previous highs, 45.57, for a further continuation. But yeah, so far I think that's what I'm seeing or expecting to see on Hype.
Awesome. Sitting here.
You're looking around 37?
I was looking at around at 45, 42.
Oh,
or,
to the upside. Okay.
yeah, to the upside.
I was possibly looking to add around about 36, 37 if it came down.
Oh yeah,
and actually look at it.
Yeah, let me copy and paste it, because yes, you're right. I thought you were just meaning to the upside. Yeah, I do have a retracement area somewhere around 37. Let me just copy and paste it. And right here. All right, there it is. If you can take a look at the image, we have a retracement after the high, retracement to 35, 37.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was looking as well. Maybe adding again, just obviously see how these trends go now, because if it's not if the trend's not going to continue up specifically for the alts, I won't add. But kind of if we get a decent reaction, kind of as or if things retrace, then I'm looking to add to positions or kind of get into new positions, kind of at least for one more leg up. But that's if Bitcoin plays ball and we can get kind of up towards 109K again, 110 hopefully.
And Trump don't crush us on July 9th.
Do you know from the macro standpoint, obviously you guys live in America, or most of you are, is the 9th the final date for him to get all the trade deals done? Or is that, because this is the thing, obviously that's going to bring,
he said, and I quote,
volatility.
there will be no more extensions. So that means July 9th.
So hypothetically, no trade deal with a certain country or any countries. It's just reciprocal. Is that how it was? Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah.
So there is kind of a deal in place. That's the kind of the fallback.
I think that's the fallback if a deal is not made. Is that? Yep. Yeah. And then because he's made deals with the countries that he had really big ones on. So
I think Europe is spending a bit as well, which is quite. Oh, for me, it's good to see that they are, because generally the EU are not the best.
You know who?
Kind of.
You know who Trump reminds me of from the presidential approach is Ronald Reagan. I don't know if you guys know or not, but way back in the day, there was a airline strike. They were not going to work, like travel shut down, which crushed economies. And basically, Reagan just came out and said, "I'll tell you what, we'll go replace all of you guys tomorrow." So I'm not saying he reminds me of Trump or Reagan on policy, Buck. I'm saying he reminds me of Reagan on the I'll just fuck it, I'll do this. What now what? Like he'll throw some significant heartache at people and not blink an eye. So and people knew, there's a lot of rumors that Reagan, because the way he handled the airline strikes, that he was crazy enough to push the button, which is a big reason that we didn't have a bigger nuclear or atomic bomb threat, I should say, with Russia back in the day. So yeah, I think Donald Trump, he's just got that crazy streak in him, and so got a crazy streak in him. Buck's like, shut your mouth, sir. All right. So I showed this to, I sent this earlier to Alexandra G. This is my TV. I love this thing. It's amazing. It all looks like framed artwork. I've never seen anything like it. And you go up to it, like on the screen, and it's like straight up. It's looks like brush marks and stuff. But the matting like changes. The light changes as you shift side to side. Yes, I have an answer. That is the Caprioli Investments hash ribbon. So to find that, go into indicators. It's not a what? Yeah, you just go up to indicators. Why is it not letting me open those? Well, that's weird. Okay, let me close out TradingView completely. And then type in hash ribbons, and you're looking for the one by Caprioli. Yep. And then I made some changes to my settings on that. I'll show it to you. Give me 1 second. There we go. So I don't know if this is different. I think it is. So I do into the blockchain's BTC hash rate. Is that standard now? It used to not be. Okay. And then do you have the same stuff checked that I have? Okay. Yeah, I don't like the oscillator. I like the ribbons. That way I can see it getting closer before it happens. And then under style, I changed my capitulation, minor capitulation, recovery, and recovered and buys to red, orange, yellow, or red, gray, orange, yellow, green. Okay. Well, like which indicators do you mean? Like what? Some are better than others. Right, but you're talking about like the RSIs and all that stuff. Yeah, they work really well. Actually, let me go on higher time frames here. Let's go with like a weekly because when we're looking at stocks, we can do that. And let's go with something like Tesla. Look at that. Started turning red, got way up there. These are free. This is a MACD and RSI, and they're completely free. So, but like, yeah, this works phenomenal on the weekly on stocks. Like, hey, pullback probably. Look at that. Yep, the whole time. So, but like other indicators, like it really depends. Like, if I go here and just do a fib retracement, pull up from the bottom here, or on weekly. There you go. Golden pocket support, golden pocket resistance. And then 15 to 382 is giving us resistance now. So, I mean, you can see that even just regular fibs on stocks, there's a lot less. So stocks work well because there's a lot more volume, which creates less manipulation. So, in my opinion. So, but yeah, like just plain Jane on stocks, they work quite well. There's a lot of them out there. It just really depends. There's a lot of junk that's why I asked, like, which ones do you mean? Because there's a lot of just garbage indicators out there that people threw together on AI and don't do shit. So,
Like the one I put in chat this morning. Fucking bullshit.
which one's that?
The one that I was trying out this morning is mining cash flow line. So I was trying to track what my cost of BTC was every time I produce a coin out of our site or different sites, and I would plug in like all the data they have on their indicators to see how it works. And like most of them, like I've gotten it pretty close. The thing is, it changes so often, right? So like the hash rate changes, the amount of people pushing stuff in, miners turning on and off, so you're constantly having to like chase
cut
that
with a little bit of slits
that
in it.
sweet spot, if that makes
It
sense.
just looks so
and I was
stylish.
using some of these new indicators,
Yeah,
and I started playing with it, and I can't figure out where the hell they're getting their data from. It makes no sense.
The
Like
original
no
case
matter
had a
what
couple of
spreadsheet or
small
what
exhaust
model
fan-
I look at, like their numbers just don't make sense.
Yeah, the best Bitcoin mining indicator out there that I found is the hash rate ribbon from Caprioli. It's pretty fire.
Yeah, but it's only giving you like whether a hash rate's dumping, right?
Yep.
And so it won't give you like a live feed, and you've got to go to like a day time frame for it. So like when you're plugging in, like trying to figure out like right now if I'm hashing and I've got like I don't know, whatever. If you got one machine at 300 terahash and it's like 4.5 cent, 5 cent power, whatever it is, right? What is that actual Bitcoin being produced for? So that way you can run your evaluations based on how much your equipment costs and what your payback times are, and like how you're going to get that piece of equipment swapped out for something new on the next halving.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're looking for a little different angle. What's up? Anybody else got any questions? I see you guys all chatting it up over here. Reggie Classics, welcome. How you doing, man? Good to see you. He said NASDAQ futures can be big money with traditional indicators. So there you go, Melissa. Some people do. Who's nowhere on there? Caprioli has a website with a few more fundamental indicators and description. Yep, it does. It does. The Caprioli website's pretty good. OC, you got anything, man? You want to pull your screen up?
Sure. Let's take a look at what else I'm looking at here. So I was just going through a couple of trade setups that we looked to. I already have finished looking into those, but let's go and just see what else do I have here. So I was just doing kind of like a top-down analysis on everything that I was looking into. So, for example, we already have talked about Ethereum, just waiting zone, Litecoin. I mean, the same. We took some profits today. Not really. We did not take some profits today on this one on Litecoin, but we did on XRP. So BNB, a little bit of the same. Here it goes. So waiting zone in this one, we did take some profits on BNB. I don't know if I updated this one. Atom did not reach my entry point, if I do remember correctly. Yeah, it was a little bit lower at this point. Waiting zone, but it's actually looking much better. Why is that? Because we are above dynamic reactor. Our prime score is not that bad, right? I mean, I am expecting to have a little range right now, and that is because there we go. We have a support and resistance here. So making a flat positive bullish continuation, I think might be the way to go before we broke, retest, and off you go. But that will be depending on what Bitcoin does, because let's go back in here. Perfect. To a cleaner one. There we go. Because, I mean, we've been looking into this huge range for a long time, right? And we're just sitting above, I mean, in between a lot of support right down here. Money flow POC, support at 106, and resistance at 108, previous weekly highs, so on and so forth. So I think we're just compressing. At the end of it all, I think that we might have an oscillator drop down. But as long as we don't lose the 105, I think we're okay. And that will open up the possibilities for lots of entries. Like, for example, Link. Link, I was expecting that actual pullback a little bit before. So let me just move this out of the way. And I still stand for my analysis. There we go. But maybe just make it a little bit updated, right? ADA also looking with the same, and we are in the middle. On ADA, we do have a trend breakout, a minor trend breakout, and we are right at a trend, I would say, limit right in here. Assuming, there we go, assuming that we're going to be bouncing off of it. If not, which I believe that we could be having another or a double top or a higher low in here to consolidate this movement to start going from 1 somewhere around 6, and that will be what I'm going to be looking for, right? Breakout, retest, my entry, off we go. So if we have that Bitcoin pullback, I think we might have good opportunities on altcoins like ADA, Link, Solana not anymore because we already have seen it breaking through. And very interesting. I was also looking at HNT. Let me see it because I push it all the way back here. Where is it? Let me see. HNT. For the new upcoming rules that we have on Mexico. But I'm expecting a little bit of a better price action so far. Dynamic reactor is coming strong, right? So far, I don't see a bottoming pattern here, but I could be wrong, especially since we already have broken this trend line. So I'm only waiting not to lose, and I'm gonna mark it right now, not to lose the $2 mark, I would say. So let's see if it go lower. There we go, to $2 exactly, not to lose the 2 hour mark there. And if we do, maybe we could be looking at another leg down, but I don't think so. Well, we're not about thinking stuff, right? So the thing is that even if we have a triple bottom, that will be amazing because we're going to have the dynamic reactor coming in closer. And what I want to see is to create another higher low on our oscillator. So far, we have a bullish divergence, a hidden bullish divergence, a reversal up. So I think we're building up a strong momentum, and a number 9 on our consolidation score, which means highly consolidating. Yes, the score we see that high consolidation, but also end of consolidation. So maybe we can see that dipping here, in which also going to be adding another alert. There we go. And I'm going to try to enter here and set my stop loss right there for a long position like that, aiming to previous highs. And if that does not play it out, but we do still move to the upside, I'm going to be waiting for the breakout retest back at, I would say, same areas, a little bit lower, 2.32. I'm going to leave it like this. Let me just push it over, but I will be updating on my entry point in here. Although this is going to be a much better entry setup for me now that we are above the dynamic reactor. Another thing that I was looking into, which was metals. You guys mentioned, what was it? Palladium, right? Palladium. But I was looking at, where is it? Platinum. Where is it? XPT. And that is because we have a big retracement on the trend that we have it, right? So I was talking about engines, catalytic converters, so on and so forth. And we see that in the chemical industry and the automotive industry, that pull back downwards, but we're making this megaphone. So I was expecting maybe a little bit more time around here and then create a recovery, break through the zero line, and that might take us somewhere around here for the next leg up. That is because we have quantum reactor coming in strong, and we have a lot of supports, and that is to be expected because let's go to the daily, let's go to the weekly. There we go. We are on weekly highs. Very nice area of ranging. So I'm expecting to have, look at that movement here, right? Breakout, retest, maybe over or do some retracement in here. Maybe that's Fibonacci's and might do some magic in here. Although I'm looking at a 1/3 retracement, which is could be from the breakout retest. There is from here to there, and a 1/3 retracement right where that support is. So that's what I'm looking for, that possible retracement on platinum. Over copper, let's take a look at copper. Let's go for the actual futures. There we go, more of the same. Let's go to the daily. I think it actually played out. There we go. Yep. This one played out going all the way downwards, very far back down what I was expecting. But now we're getting into previous highs while being at the top, right? And while being red. Coming in strong dynamic reactors. So I think this could be a good shorting scenario all the way to 4.8, and then maybe a continuation upwards on copper. So if we zoom out, we might be seeing, let's go to the 4 days, that we are on a range, a huge range. But lately we've been tilting to the upside. In fact, we are testing breakouts. So I believe one more retest might have enough momentum to then push through the previous horizontal resistance, especially now that we're turning back around. The only thing I still don't like that it is that we are on the red cloud still on the 4 day. Nonetheless, looking for some flagging out and possible entries, which is exactly what we're seeing on the 4 hours. So we're seeing a little bit of a flag. And I believe that we could just do a little, just a tiny retracement for then taking the target up high at 534. So yeah, those are the things that I'm looking for. Not quite there yet on other altcoins. At this point, I'm just letting things settle down. Our just took like, I know, between 6 and 7 profits, different trades. You can watch them on the OC trades. Today I updated everything and took some profits and closed the majority of my trades. And that's because I have that weird feeling that this is a unstable push through, right? Not sure what might be happening out there. I mean, I might be wrong, but I rather play it safe. So when I got that gut feeling, I rather just to pull out, just to be safe. And if for some reason it just explodes, let it go. Going back for the retest, I enter on the 1/3 retracement and then follow up with the momentum upwards. The only thing that I have not yet closed out is my Bitcoin position. But other than that, just taking kind of like a break today, Monday. Most likely on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I start going into a couple of other trades with altcoins, like at the center of the week.
Okay, yeah. We just had a request for Libra. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up real fast.
Absolutely.
Sorry
Buck
about that.
says, did OC just say he straight his feelings? I am, man. I am. Today I am.
OC, shame on you. Let's go check out Libra. Libra.
Is that the same from Meta? Or is that a different one?
Libra?
Uh-huh.
That's crypto. It's crypto, right?
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mexi. Let's go check that one. Oh. Oh. What the hell happened on this thing? What the hell am I looking at here, man?
I think that's the wrong asset. I do recall not seeing it like that. Let me see if I can maybe find it.
Yeah, you pull it up. Let me drop my screen. Buck said, what about the important stuff? Do we get a final decision on not using this gay army as the Piper Academy tag? Guys, what would you rather have for the I could use alum, but I think most people in the space know who armypiper is, at least in the small circles. So army just kind of works for the server tag. If you guys don't know, it's that tag right there next to names, like hackers for JR, army for Buck, Zest for Jesse Gellick. Fine, you suck. Army, see? Army. Army.
I think I found it.
Sniper Piper army techniques? Yeah, we can take a look at that. Absolutely.
So I think this is
Let me
it.
check something here. Go for it, OC. What are you seeing?
Absolutely. So it's still very choppy though. Very, very volatile. If you like Libra, I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to say, but if I would have bought Libra, I would buy it right now. Not way that much, because we have a flat zone right here, right on the money flow POC. Be aware. Let me see. This is on KuCoin. Yeah, CoinX. All right, this is on CoinX. I would do at most 2x, at most, if that is available. But I would rather go for a spot buy. And that is because look at those movements to the upside, right? I mean, of course, we can still go lower. Let me bring up my predictive ranges. If I can have them. Come on, predictive ranges. Oh, we are right on purple one. Yeah. So we are in predicted for this purple line. So, like when we are in purple, I usually buy almost without thinking it too much, right? So we have got a lot of push from these areas right here. Look at that. We hit that same zone. We push through. And what I'll do is do a leverage, take profit zone. So for example, first TP would go somewhere around 0.036, and next TP I would call for 0.05 while entering right now. I don't guarantee you anything, but I mean, it is just 0.018. If you don't go crazy on it, you might have the chance for those pullbacks to the upside. And other than that, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, this is like trading, I would say, what is it called? This coin that was making a new stable coin based on cryptocurrency, Luna. Yeah, this is like trading Luna. It kind of like a flop to the ground.
Luna.
Yeah.
Trading Luna
and
was way better than owning Luna.
oh well, yeah. And like, I mean, right now we are on a very strong support, I would say. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I would go for it. I would, but not financial advice. We do have some bullish divergences here, which is usually continuation to the upside. But I don't see really an upside trend in here other than that a megaphone, but a lot of weeks. So yeah, I mean, buy it and be if you're willing to hold it for a long time, and do set your stop your taking profits though.
Yes, sir. Hey, Perry, I'm pulling it up right now, but I'm not quite sure what you're wanting to see. You want to just see like a good sniper strategy? Is that what you want to see? Or I assume scalping? And also, what is your name in YouTube? I'm sure I know who you are, but welcome to the community. If you're new, but I'm not sure which name you go by in YouTube.
Piper, I would need to run away. I do need to go to take a COVID test, and I'll be back in an hour.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Take care, man.
Thank you. See you guys.